Hello and welcome. I'm Brad Kubin, Editorial Director of Metal Forming Magazine at the Precision Metal Forming Association. And this is our Four Before the Floor segment where we're highlighting FABTECH 2023 exhibitors as we head toward the show in Chicago in September. So I am joined here today by Mike Monnin, Director of Configured Solution Sales at Cloos Robotic Welding. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
Yep, so we're going to get some perspective from Mike on the state of the industry and maybe more importantly, learn about some new developments at Cloos and of course, specifically hone in on what's on tap for Cloos at FABTECH this year. So yeah, welcome Mike. Let's jump right in. You ready for the 4 questions here?
Fantastic. Yep, let's proceed.
All righty, so the first one is what's important from your perspective for metal formers and fabricators to know about Cloos's history, its industry knowledge and expertise that it's able to share with its customers?
Sure. So first off, Cloos is a German-based company with a long history, over 100 years of innovation in welding and welding automation. This includes back at its origination, producing acetylene gas generators and welding torches, and just a long history of advancement in welding from the first electric arc welders in the 50s through improving arc welding for aluminum by introducing pulse back in the late 60s, on through robotics and the introduction of robotics. In fact, the first arc welding torch on a robot, which was an old Unimate robot, one of the original robots, a hydraulic controlled robot, back in the late 70s and into the early 80s. We began our operations in Chicago here in the US in 1992. And a lot of people know us for tandem arc welding, which is something we introduced back in the late 90s. So in 2019, we celebrated our 100-year anniversary. So quite a history of innovation in both welding and welding automation.
And so if my math is correct, last year you celebrated 30 years in the US then, right?
Yeah, that is correct. So we're in Schaumburg, where we're headquartered there. That's our inventory, our service, and our technical expertise to support North America.
So a lot's been going on in the robotics and automation industry for sure, right? As we deal with skilled labor challenges, et cetera. So that is obviously a significant market condition affecting Cloos Robotic Welding. How have you developed technology in recent years to help deal with the need for automated labor, if you will, and any other market conditions of significance that you want to?
Yeah, so you're very aware and mentioned it, right? The desire to level up for companies that are facing labor challenge and embracing smarter technology to leverage capability. So computer controlled welding power sources that sort of make very quick decisions for your welders and improve your output, take lesser skilled welders and allow them to produce at rate and at very high quality. Of course, when you get into automation, the lowering of the barrier to entry is also necessary. So you're really dealing with a labor challenge that's both in number and in skill. So simplifying the programming process for this advanced technology is certainly a big advantage. And then probably the biggest thing is just reducing the lead time, the amount of time it takes to implement this advanced technology, and thereby lowering the cost of this technology. So the barrier to entry for small and medium-sized companies to implement robotic welding technology is now put this stuff within reach for those smaller corporations.
Excellent, great. So let's talk about FABTECH then. At your booth, what will attendees that visit your booth in Chicago, what can they expect to see there?
I think it'll be a nice way to introduce. Cloos is not very well known in the US here, very well known in Europe, but from our manual welding capability, cobot welding, which is a hot topic right now, into our robotic welding. They'll all be very well represented in our booth at FABTECH. We'll have live manual welding, so people that want to experience our advanced welding technology can pick up a torch and go to town to experience the advantages that that technology provides. We'll have two of our ArcBot products. That's our cobot welding product. Both of those will be live welding as well. So here's an opportunity not only to get an understanding of what it takes to lead through, teach this technology, but also see the weld results, which I think is very important. We'll have a couple of examples of our production robotic welding systems. So these are short lead time systems that we keep in inventory in Chicago for quick deployment at customers. We'll present some of our software capability, which is an area where we're quickly expanding to Industry 4.0 capability to be able to monitor not only manual welding, but also robotic welding. We'll have some custom engineered systems there as well and line automation. There'll be live welding and part finishing going on there, grinding and polishing. That's sort of Cloos's core claim to fame business, the big weldments for both material handling companies, transportation companies, and agriculture equipment producers. So more people know us for those legacy types of business. And then maybe most exciting is our new expert product line. So that's what we're advertising in Metal Forming Magazine in advance of the show. And this is really a way to introduce more of the market to Cloos capability in robotic welding. So excited to present that.
Wow, sounds like it's going to be quite a show for Cloos this year.
It's a big booth and a lot to show for it. The whole breadth of what the company is capable of.
Excellent. Looking forward to seeing it all. Any other product enhancements that you want to focus on, especially when we talk about, specifically improving productivity and quality in the metal forming arena, metal forming and fabricating?
I think that expert line would be one to highlight just because it is new and it's unique in the industry. It kind of only can be produced by a company like Cloos that does it all, right? We produce the welding power source, the wire feeder, the torch, the robot. So we're in a unique position as really an integrator to take Cloos technology and apply it to customers' applications. So this leverages our experience at positioning the part and positioning the robot to create optimal welds. And what this is a construction kit for anybody to put together a system that matches their application. So allowing you to put pieces together to move the part, but also put the robot and torch, more importantly, in an optimal welding position. And because these building blocks are in inventory, stocked here in North America, it can be quickly deployed and also by that process be a lower cost solution. So stuff that was out of reach for small to mid-sized fabricators is now possible. So you can have some of that Cloos capability in parts of any size and almost every budget available to robotic welding. So pretty exciting. That German engineered, manufactured and American built, installed and supported by our team here in North America. So it's exciting prospect here. And I think a game changer for the robotic welding industry, something unique.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Lots on tap. Looking forward to, again, seeing it all in Chicago at FABTECH. So Mike, thanks so much for joining us today and filling us in. Please be sure to stop by and see Cloos at FABTECH at his booth B23051. Thanks again, Mike.
All right. Thank you, Brad.